This video is sponsored by Anker. When it comes to my job, I am finding that motivation and productivity are getting more and more important as my business grows. As a solo content creator and a woman-owned business, organization and quick setups are the key to quickly producing videos. I am always looking for ways to increase productivity but not burn out, and having a clean and organized desk setup is a major component of this. Even though I cannot really speed up my hair and makeup routine every morning, I can speed up how long it takes me to edit, or how long it takes to get a video loaded onto my PC to start uploading, and I can also have control over the network speeds I have access to. So these are my top pro tips to increase my desk productivity and minimize distractions or barriers to work. Tip number 1, minimizing distractions has been a crucial part of this studio's success. That includes anything that has notifications and removing anything that could switch my focus. Now, even though I have a Pixel tablet docked on my desk, I mainly use this as a music device. My phone is only allowed on my desk whenever I'm taking a break. All tech devices have Do Not Disturb set up on them at my desk so that they won't make me lose focus on the task at hand. And this brings me to tip number 2. This is all about cleanliness. Now, I can't work if my workspace is messy. It is distracting and it causes me to feel some anxiety. My mind cannot even get into work mode if there is a mess on my desk, because I'll glance at that pile of papers or that notebook and think, oh, I should put that away. Or, oh, I should go through those. It's really bad. Also, if I can't find what I need due to disorganization, that slows me down and it causes delays in my job. My rule of thumb with this is to not introduce anything to my desk that covers up the hardwood desktop on both sides of my desk mat. This is my rule because historically I've been known to just put snacks and cups and drinks and tissues and pieces of paper and notebooks and hardware keys, all sorts of things on both sides of my desk mat. So if I give myself the rule to not put anything there and always keep the hardwood completely clear, that really keeps myself organized and it makes me keep that area clean. I also use reasonable but not minimalistic cable management. Now, I do switch out products to review all the time, so having some cable accessibility and not zip tying or velcroing and hiding them all away allows me to work faster, and then I can exchange tech at a quicker pace. I have hidden away the cables that are in my view whenever I'm sitting at my desk, while I'm not permanently sticking them to any surfaces in order to allow for easy replacement. And that also ties into my next tip, which is tip number 3. This is all about removing barriers to entry. Now, I introduce products that increase my speed to get ready to work. Whenever you first sit down at your desk in the morning, you might need to raise your chair or your desk to the right placement. You turn on your computer, you wait for it to start, you plug in an SD card and you wait for the files to transfer, you connect to the internet, and hopefully it's a pretty quick internet, yada yada yada, and things go on and on. All these little things just to get you started, and you haven't even gotten anything done. I use smart assistants to automate simple tasks that I go through every single morning. I set my desk to 2 preset height adjustments for sit and stand, and my computer is always on unless I've restarted it to reset cookies or update. The Anker KVM Switch Dual 4K for desktop and laptop is the newest piece of tech that I have introduced to my desktop because it allows me to switch between my laptop and my main PC without having to switch wires back and forth. So KVM stands for Keyboard, Video, and Mouse, and it functions as a switch to control and switch between multiple devices. It is so easy to set up. You just plug this thing into power, then you add the included USB-C cable for PC 1, that would be your laptop, and then you plug in the PC tower using the included HDMI and DisplayPort cables from the back of the PC to the ports in the PC2 section on the back of the Anker KVM Switch. The 2 monitors are plugged into the display out ports, and then you can add your keyboard and mouse and any additional peripherals to the front of the Anker KVM Switch. So from there, you plug in your laptop to the USB-C PC1 connection, and you can use the magnetic button to switch between PC1 and PC2. This thing is brilliant because the Anker KVM Switch also has fast charging ports on the front and it is compatible with my 2 higher resolution displays. So it works at my full resolution, which is currently 3440 by 1440 widescreen. So one of the ways that I can use this is I'll switch over to my laptop and I can edit footage on those 2 big monitors that is locally stored on my laptop. That way I am not stuck using my little teeny tiny keyboard and touchpad that are integrated in the laptop itself and that little laptop display. They're teeny tiny. So using my 2 dual widescreen monitors, that just speeds up my workflow so much more. Y'all, I don't know how I survived without this thing for so long, but now that I have a Switch, like I'm gonna use it for the laptop and for my tablet and all the things so that I can switch back and forth and always use the same keyboard and mouse, and I am very much looking forward to this. Tip number 4 is upgrading your tech. Now, if you take a look at the tech on my desk, all of it is current and fairly future-proofed. For example, my PC tower has USB-C inputs, my Kingston card reader has fast speeds for file transfers, and my computer monitors are both high resolution, although I kind of want 4K resolution monitors, not gonna lie, so I might do that upgrade next. All of this increases my workflow as I don't have to sit around and wait for file transfers. And for this section, I also wanted to mention upgrading Ethernet or home internet connections so that you can spend less time waiting for like spinning progress bars or downloads. I'm kind of impatient, and if I am feeling productive, I don't want that mindset to disappear while I'm waiting for something to load. I might get distracted if I have to wait for too long. Ooh, shiny. And tip number 5 is to create a healthier space. For me, that included a standing desk so I can stand up or sit down whenever I choose, a better chair for ergonomics, and oh my gosh, I love my chair, and introducing stress relievers and products that promote a happy, cheerful mindset. So for me, that's a candle that smells like the current season, and oh my gosh, it smells like balsam in here. It smells so good. It's a little succulent for some greenery, or something that makes me feel creative and brings joy, brings some part of my personality into the workspace. And that's why I put that little Maneki Neko on my desktop. Even though it's something that could curate mess, to me, it's something that brings me joy. So I like having it in front of me because it gives me a little bit more motivation. That little Maneki Neko reminds me of my trips to Japan. So I see that and I think about vacations, and it motivates me and drives me in my work because I know that I'm working towards my next vacation to Japan. I have never been a minimalist, and I like having lots of color in my surroundings, so I've brought that kind of visual cue into my environment. I would love to know what you do to promote a healthy and productive workspace, especially for your desktop. Special thanks again to Anker for sponsoring this video. You can click the link down below to check out the new Anker KVM Switch. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.